Up like one only here with,
A person.
and Winzlow is about to make his first Jank Heroes Funnifyic character. Are you excited?
Maybe.
Maybe. He has not watched anything Jank Heroes related, and he's only heard like a conversation. Sorry, maybe experiencing a little bit of lag. I'm about to pull up the video that has the instructions for how to create your own character.
But you made it.
I did make it.
So couldn't you just tell me?
Yeah. Why did I make the video, Winzlow?
Like, you just... My paper.
Okay, you're gonna come up with a character name. This is gonna take a minute. While you're also doing that, we can kill multiple birds with one stone. We can just be bird murderers right now. So another thing that we have in Jank Heroes is not only just character creation, but you can have your own like soundtrack for your character. Because of the fact that we can't play like public domain. I mean, we can't play like established songs during a session. We can play your character's like custom tracks. So I'm gonna ask you a few music questions. Are you really gonna write on your laptop the character sheet? This sounds really not productive. I thought you were gonna like pull out the pencil, and then instead of writing on your laptop, I thought you were going to. You didn't even write like real words.
That's my name.
Winslow, could you type it then?
Yeah.
Woo! But while you're doing that, you also can have like a music style and like a list of tracks that are like based around your character.
Okay.
So I want you to pick a genre from this list. Your options are synth pop, piano, folk, ambient, cinematic, pop, chill out, corporate, drum and bass, rock, electro folk, down tempo, and future bass.
Can I pick two?
You can only pick one.
What is chill?
Chill out.
Yeah. What is it though? Like, I'm not sure I want to pick it. I just.
It has two different mood types. One is uplifting and the other is melancholic.
Melancholic chill out? What are the mood types for cinematic?
For cinematic, there's sci-fi, action, and emotive.
I'll do the melancholy chill out.
Melancholic chill out?
Yeah.
Okay. The only instruments are trip hop. Do you want your songs to be slow, like in tempo, medium, or fast pace? Or if you have a specific BPM, I can set a specific BPM as long as from 65 to 95.
Wait, I'm sorry. Can you repeat that?
When it comes to the tempo of your songs, do you want them to be slow, medium, or fast? Or I can set a specific beats per minute if you want. From 65 to 95, there's a range.
I guess in between slow and medium.
There's
Not like super slow, but like.
So what number between 65 and 95 would be like the
I
middle
don't-
ground between slow and medium?
I don't know what slow is defined as and what medium is defined as, though. I'd have to know those two before I pick them.
What is 65 plus 95 divided by 2? Why are you writing on your laptop? Is this something that you do normally?
Yeah, because you can just erase it. $160 divided by 2 be 80.
Okay, so 80 would be medium, I imagine.
Okay.
So if 80 is medium, then slow is probably 65. So now 80 plus 65 divided by 2 would be in between slow and medium.
It's like 75.
75. Very specific. And now we just make like 6 tracks of that, and that's like your soundtrack. 3, can only make 5 at a time. Oh, does everyone only have 5 tracks? Everyone only has 5 tracks. Cool. Then these are your 5 that are cooking up now.
Okay.
So have you thought of a character name?
Yeah, you have to say my full name every time, right?
Why do you make it something that's like not real?
Well, because I want people to have to say the full name.
Make it
every
phonetic,
time.
at least.
Nah, my name is _/ampersand exclamation dash period K question mark backslash in.
Then make it phonetic. Like, just like write that out.
But like, it's not like, will people end up giving me a nickname, or can I have like the full name?
People will
set up?
probably give you a nickname.
But the whole, that's why I want to keep it like that. So it's like the whole thing.
Because people will give you a nickname anyways. People will call you like Under or something. There's what do you expect people to do? When
Say
people
the
have
whole
long
name.
names, that's what they do.
Say,
Yeah.
no, say the whole name out every time. Because that's the joke of it. Is like.
As a matter of fact, Undy. Okay,
The
Undy.
fuck? No.
You brought this upon yourself.
No,
But
I didn't. I have a full name.
your name's Undy.
No,
Fuck
it's
it.
not.
What's your superhero name gonna be?
_/ampersand.
No. You have a normal name and then you have like a superhero name.
Oh.
Yeah.
I got you.
So what's your superhero name?
Okay.
Well, honestly, what's your real name? Like, what's like your normal name you go by? So you're gonna go with Undy. Okay, so
No.
what's your superhero name? What's your? No one's gonna
It's
call
not-
you
it's
underscore with
not
all
un-
the other shit.
Yeah.
No.
Why not?
People wouldn't do that. And like an actual situation, no one would. If you had a friend and his name was Carlos Santana Chickamama Chickpea Wuta, you would call him Carlos. You wouldn't
No,
do the whole
but
thing.
but legitimately, if someone was like, I prefer to be called my full name
You
every
couldn't
time.
do it.
Yeah.
You would fuck up his name.
Sure, I would, but I'd continue to
No,
try,
no,
and
no.
eventually I'd get good at it.
Nah, I feel like if this actually happened to you, you'd be like, I'm sorry, but I don't think I can. Like, I feel like you would
No,
honestly just
no,
tell them, you're like,
what's the
oh,
name? No, what's the name?
you'd be really not.
What's the name?
Carlos Santana Chickpea Montez the Third.
Chickpea what?
You already don't remember his
I'm
name.
trying to write, yeah, I'm trying to write.
Montez the Third. Are you gonna make that? Are you gonna?
No, it's my superhero name.
That's your superhero name? No.
Carlos Santana Chickpea Montez.
The Third. Every time.
Yeah, I would say that.
Yo, Carlos
Carlos
Santana
Santana
Chickpea Montez the Third. So yeah, yesterday I was hanging out with my friend Carlos Santana Chickpea Montez the Third. Yo, you know who owes me $5? Carlos Santana Chickpea Montez the Third.
Yeah, that's a cool name. I like it.
Yo, someone skeeted on my fucking carpet. It was probably Carlos Santana Chickpea Montez the Third.
Yeah. So my name can't be _// ampersand exclamation
No.
dash period K
No.
question mark /
No.
or
No. No. The N is the only one I'm okay with. N. Yeah, that N, that can stay.
But there's a K in there too.
There's a K in there?
Yeah.
K can stay. K and N are fine. Those are Gucci.
Wait. So I gotta think of a better name then.
Yes.
Maybe not gonna let me think that.
Also, your theme is ready. Because your first song generated is the theme. And I know how Aiden's already like, no. What's up with all these fucking audio problems today? Will the video work if I play it? We were just listening to that video. Why is it doing this? That's actually really annoying.
Can my name be D dun dun da dun dun marun dun dun?
Someone's gonna give you a nickname.
God.
That's just how like life works. Like,
oh, no.
can I name my kid? So this is your theme. It seems pretty cinematic, even though you didn't pick the cinematic choice. What do you think about your theme? You dig it? Gesundheit.
The sneeze is all.
This beat was created in Juke Deck. Fucking. That was your theme. You also have, here's track 2. We'll play the second over the track 2. That was someone else's song. So have you thought of a superhero name or a normal name?
You make it really difficult.
How so?
Because I came up with 2 names.
You're making it difficult on yourself.
No, I came up with
People are gonna give you a nickname. It's not even difficult. Like, I'm not even saying that you can't have the name. It's just people aren't gonna call you that. It's too much. No one's gonna remember that. I feel like your soundtrack's definitely gonna have some distinct feeling. One thing that would be cool is if you rapped on your tracks.
I know what I want my real Ethan Bradbury.
Sure. Yeah, I'm totally fine with that. What's your superhero name gonna be? So I can start naming these tracks. Okay, here's your track 3. Whoa, don't use anything established.
Why not?
Because Jank Heroes is like its own universe. Like, I write books on this stuff. Are you like looking at the letters in Dragon Ball Super and trying to like mix them into like an anagram name?
No, I'm looking at the symbols actually at the bottom.
That one looks kind of like a K,
Yeah.
and then you got like 2 backwards C's,
Of course.
a Y, a T.
Looks like a star.
So maybe an X then. Then I don't know what a forward dashing line is.
I think my superhero name is going to be Hockey Target.
Sure. Make sure you write this. Oh, you actually need this stuff down. That's why we're writing. So Pop D Tardy. So I'm gonna call this one PT1.
Wait, did you spell it?
I only put like a shortening. Here's your track 4. Okay, PT2. Let me pause your music real quick.
Wait, no.
What's up?
I changed my superhero name.
What's it now?
Memer.
Memer?
Memer.
Cool. Let me go back and edit all these things I just did.
My bad.
Okay, next up. Stop! Stop! You stop a video for like 1 second and all the audio stops fucking working. That's horrible. I don't even understand why that would happen. It's not like there's like a cable change. It's like, oh, you paused your video? You don't want to hear it anymore.
Yeah, I mean, you only sometimes need audio. Ooh, shit. You gotta go do the sound test thing.
But the sound test is just another YouTube video. I never understand why that like makes it work.
Maybe you gotta like refresh the whole page.
But that's never what I do.
But because you go to a different YouTube video, you like change it.
That's not really what's happening for real. Because why would it make the other one work? I'm gonna open our own live stream and see if we can hear ourselves. Based off of that logic. Based off of that logic. Okay, so now. And in this video, I'm going to tell you your name, our civilian name. So this is your character's civilian identity as you explore the city of Springdale. Then your character's gonna have a superhero name. This is your character's superhero identity. People in the game won't recognize you as your superhero identity unless they witness you using your powers or wearing your superhero suit. Then you're gonna have a 3-sentence personality description. It's a 3-sentence description of your character's personality. Winslow sighs as he has one more easy task to do. Next up is your last track. So this is how your soundtrack like fades out at the end. You have a lot more variety in the sound. If you did that all like rap, that'd be great. Beat. Right, because I left that page. I was like, what happened to the music? You're describing your personality.
Right.
Personality. Like how you, like not you,
Yeah,
but
that's
like
the
how you behave.
personality.
There's like a whole section for describing like you. Yeah, describe your personality.
Personality.
Yes, personality.
I got you. Does it have to be 3 sentences? Like,
yes.
what's the minimum it can be?
3 sentences.
Oh. I mean, I've got this.
This has the potential to transition into full-time employment. Applicants must be a U.S. citizen. Additional information attached.
Nice.
I must submit to this internship. Okay. Boom. Message to myself. When you look over at Winzlow and you're like, I wonder how he's going. Oh, one word so far?
Do you like it?
Well, I'm waiting for 3 sentences, my guy.
Okay. Got it.
Oop, is it 3 sentences?
Yes.
Then you're going to have health, so you're going to roll 3d20 to determine your character's starting health.
Do we have D20?
D20 can be provided via the almighty internet.
Oh.
Roll dice online. Roll dice online. Number of sides, I'd like 20, please. Number of dice to roll, you need 3. Number 1 roll, please. We're not getting that fancy.
Wait, but I get to do it.
Hit the button. You got 20 plus 14 plus 8 for health. 34 plus 8.
Gotcha. 42. Or 32. 42.
Name one fictional character that you think your character in this looks like.
Fictional character?
Yeah.
I guess Ethan Bradley.
I guess I can try my best. Okay, let's see. Next up in character creation.
If your character takes damage, it is subtracted from your health. And of course, when your health reaches 0, your character dies.
Can I have a mixture between 3 fictional characters?
We'll get there. I need a base, like the character that looks the most like your guy.
This would be the perfect triple split down the middle between Ethan Bradbury, Barney the dinosaur, and Neil deGrasse Tyson.
I'll see what I can do.
Perfect.
What the fuck? It's
Did you
actually
pause it?
annoying. It's actually is the worst thing because we have to pause it. Because if I let it run, you'll be like, "What did you say? What was the thing?" I honestly
But
was
you can
just
explain
texting.
it though, right?
My bad.
Hey, it's Ethan. Hey, it's Ethan. Hey, it's Ethan. Oh, I forgot it's over there.
This is how it feels.
What was the
Have
limit?
health, so you're going to roll 3d20 to determine your character's starting health.
Gotcha.
If your character takes damage, it is subtracted from your health. And of course, when your health reaches 0, your character dies. Money. So in order to determine your starting money, you're going to roll 2d20. Your character's starting money can be spent to buy things at shops around Springdale. Max power usage of a game
$7.
session. Whenever you use a power,
Write it down, write it
subtract
down.
from your max power usage of a game session. If you run out of power usages, you can no longer use your powers for the rest of the game session. You roll 1d20 in order to determine your max power usage of a game session.
Max power uses 15.
Maximum number of powers. This is the maximum number of powers you can have, and this is determined by rolling 1d20.
Number of powers, yeah, roll.
Damage each power can deal.
13.
Roll this for each power.
Wait, did you even
so
roll?
for each power your character can have,
Didn't you
roll
just get 13?
1d20. Powers can
Hit it,
deal
hit it.
damage or use a special effect when used. This is the amount of damage
Eight.
a
No,
power
I
can
got
deal.
13.
I don't think
See,
you got
that's
8.
power.
I mean, I don't think you got 13.
I
I didn't see it
You got
change.
16.
You got
Your
15.
first
Oh, never
power
mind. Then you're
can
good.
deal 16 damage or
Wait,
use
what's
a special
special
effect. Then
The
let's say for your
13
second power,
is
you roll a 4
the
on
number
d20.
of powers you have. Okay, next up, for each power, you gotta roll 1d20 to see how much damage it deals.
For each, so 13 times.
Yeah, so 13 times.
Wait, hold on. Let me do power 1, power 2,
Power 4, power 5, power 6.
I did power 7.
6.
Oh.
6.
What is that noise? Okay, got it. I'm ready to
And it's
roll.
interference stacking up because we're listening to it playing itself.
But that's what they're bringing is?
Yeah, it's essentially become so distorted over time.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Okay, so you roll a d20 for each and every one of those to see how much damage your
Bam.
power
Nice.
deals.
Bam. 10. Fucking it up. I'm fucking it up. Oh shit. 110.
8,
Fucking it up.
12.
What the fuck?
One of Matt's powers does 20 damage. 16. 3. When your one power does 3 damage. 5. Your rolls are now getting shittier. 8. 3.
Fucking it up.
6.
I'm fucking it up.
Excuse me. 7.
Ooh. We got him. 18.
There you go. 11. Okay, now you've done damage for all their powers. And of course, if I don't play this other video first, the volume won't work for whatever reason.
So that means your
13
second
powers
power
and
can
you
deal
use them
4
15
damage
times.
or can use a special effect.
So your powers can either deal
One
damage
sentence
or do a
special effect description. You'll have one of these for each power.
So for each of those powers, they also have a special effect, and you can choose to either use the special effect or deal damage.
But I have to create what the power is?
Yeah, you write a one-sentence description for each power. It can only be one sentence.
Now
We're
that
not
I've
talking
done it,
about
though, I
run-ons.
can pick whichever one is which.
Yeah. Imagine if you did it in the opposite way, and you described what each thing does, and it's like, now roll for how much damage each can do. Yeah.
That'd be fun. Okay, so I'm gonna do my smallest powers first, I guess. Power 9. What would power 9 do? Power 9. Got you. Got you. Okay.
Got you. Got team. Got us all.
So, can I create a power that's not really intended to do damage, but just happens to do some damage?
Your powers either do damage or do their special effect. It's one or the other.
Oh, so I can just... Okay. And that's based on the description of the power?
Yeah.
Oh.
So what I've noticed is what some people... Okay, try again. There we go. Chat disconnected for a little bit, but you guys should now be good. Just a little bit of lag.
For anything, or just for higher level things?
You pick either it does
Okay.
damage or... Yeah, so if you're like, my special effect shoots a fireball at my opponent, and it's like, cool, they're on
That's
fire, I
damage.
guess. Like, yeah, but that doesn't... It won't do damage.
Yeah.
Because you didn't pick the damage one.
Oh, so they're choosing a special
You're
effect.
picking a thing or you're not doing the thing.
So then they're just like, okay, they're on fire, like they're just
Yeah, this is like, I don't know what you chose.
0 damage.
Nerdtanker said, I don't have my earphones, so talk loud if you can, please. Oh, what is our current volume? Like, are we too low? Are we just right? Are we not high enough? Do we need to be louder? Please tell me. So we can adjust accordingly. I was going to go on a date with Danica
Yes.
today, but Danica hit a deer,
Ooh,
so she doesn't have a car. So yeah, this
I'm
is...
sorry. That's rough. I hope she's okay.
Yeah, she's okay.
Okay.
She's been riding around in her mom's minivan, and she's like, I don't want to go on a date in my minivan. Let's see. Nerdtanker says, you are fine. Winslow needs to talk louder.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, because he doesn't have his earbuds, it's harder for him to hear.
It's Ethan Bradbury.
You probably didn't hear that. You definitely didn't hear that. Nerdtanker said, lol.
So my power 6 is gonna do a special effect of fire.
What did Power 3 do? Consciousness transfer.
That's power 9.
Sorry, Power 9.
Yeah, I can like put my consciousness in other things. So like if my body dies, I'm like, fuck it. Yeah. Can I do that?
I mean, you want to have a sentence. I can consciousness transfer? That doesn't feel like a real... This doesn't seem grammatically correct. Oh, also...
Consensus.
You can't use powers when you die. Nerdtanker said,
No,
lol,
like-
what? Then he said, I'm going to try and summon Kirby. Okay, best of luck.
I can't use my power when I die, but I can use it before I die,
Yeah.
right? So I could be like, oh, I'm about to die. I transfer my consciousness into something else.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, the way you said it is like, if I die, I can transfer my consciousness. It was like, what? Like, no.
Oh,
you
yeah,
just
okay,
get
so
dead.
I'd have to do it first, and then my body would die. And I'd be Flint. That's all I want to be. Flint.
Wow.
You'd be like, carry me for the rest of the mission.
Are you gonna make one of your powers like becomes? I can't become a plant. That sounds like a waste. That's not a power.
It can't be.
He wrote has sexual relations with plants.
No, I didn't. I wrote fucks plants.
Wouldn't you just gotta wait?
I'm so sorry. I'm talking to Max because he's like, yo, when do you want to hang out? And I'm like, you can hang out right now. I'm making a character thing. And he's like, character thing? So then I was explaining.
And then you were like, so it's the thing I'm not doing right now as I text you.
Power 6. Okay, so I guess my power 6 is going to be... Does that work?
You just said you can eat ass to the nth degree. So you can eat ass to any degree you'd want. Nerdtanker said there, send him a link through Hangouts. Ballin'. Hopefully Kirby will join him. So, okay, you're changing.
Is that like politically correct?
I mean, I don't think it's politically correct. They normally say little people.
But then that doesn't.
So he wrote, the power has the special ability
I
to
said
summon...
this power.
Sorry, he said this power has the special ability to summon a giant midget.
It's giant.
I'm not sure how useful that is, but you could have it.
He's just my friend.
You didn't write that.
Emotional support. He's just a guy. He doesn't know why he's there. But he's
That sounds more like the way you wrote it. There's like nothing in that says that he has like any relationship to you.
He just shows
You're like,
up.
he's just my friend, and I was like, it didn't say that.
He just shows up and he leaves, and I'm like, where are you going?
What? Stop. Too many commas.
It's 2 comments.
Too many.
Wait.
Stop. Okay. Oh, you're gonna work at a law firm?
No.
He's just my business partner at the law firm. Let's see. Nerd Tanker said, "Oh, did you tell Winzlow that I'm in Jank Heroes too?" Winzlow.
Yes.
Nerd Tanker's in Jank Heroes.
Isn't that why your name is that? Like, isn't
No,
that part of
that's-
his thing?
That was his name in the live chat before he got on to Jank Heroes.
But that's like what he named his character, right?
I'm still not sure. Nerd Tanker, is your character just also named Nerd Tanker, or is it named Tanker?
Tank and Tankers. Okay, so then let me see. I'm gonna do that, and then gotta go to my least high power. I guess that's 5.
Winslow.
Yes.
The amount of damage it deals has nothing to do with the special. You can just throw it wherever you want.
No, but I'm doing it like that so that I have my highest ones actually useful to deal damage. The lower ones that don't really have that much effect, I'm not gonna put as damage using them.
But you wouldn't want to put any of them as damage. You can
Why
deal
not?
damage, or you can use the special ability.
Yeah, but that's what I'm
Okay.
saying. Some of them I want like the higher ones that'll deal more damage, like the 20 or the 18. I want to do it as a damage.
So, but you could also just use it as a, like, what's the difference in your opinion, right? Like, when you just want all your powers to be good, like, shouldn't it not matter what number is next to it?
Can I have a power that adds up all my power like little numbers into one power?
No.
Oh.
The number is already determined before you write the description. So the number next to it is what it like has to do.
Okay. Wait, so then if one of the, like if I leave one of them as the power, it's not a power, it's just that damage? Like, but it doesn't have a description?
All of them have to have this description. You have that choice.
Okay.
Nerd Tanker said, I'd rather be the same as my YouTube account name, so it's fine as it is. Nerd Tanker said, Kirby is still not on here. He said, I'll try Amino. Amino is fresh. The amino freshness is real. Amino's not hot tomato score. The Amino's Rotten Tomato score is. I don't even know where you wrote.
Oh, I changed it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like it was gonna take a long time.
Yeah.
Oh, but I guess while you're doing that, I'll get to work on trying to make a little character thing for you. I feel like this is gonna be the hardest part. Dun 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 do 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 dun dun dun. Nerd Tanker said, "I'm so lonely." I'm sorry to hear that, Nerd Tanker. You're here with us though. I hope you're enjoying your time so far.
Yeah. I'm texting.
You are. You're definitely making
But
this
it's a
take long.
mixture though.
I know. How do you start with? You need the individual parts to
That's
mix
true.
them.
This could be great. I'm so excited. Holy shit. It's not even gonna be like proportionally, right?
How would it? You already know what you're getting. I don't understand. His whole head can fit in that nigga's face.
Oh man.
Don't be too distracted.
I think Marty should be the background, and then like, and then Ethan Bradbury's face. Just that one.
Winzlow, you have like 13 powers to write.
Okay.
Nerd Tanker said pineapples.
Pin papples.
Pimp apples.
Pin papples.
Nerd Tanker said that was his last attempt to summon Kirby. Don't worry. Why do we fall, Bruce? So that Kirby can get online. It'll happen. One of these days. Wow, that's actually hard.
Oh what? Oh my god. That's my favorite.
This is gonna be some work. Okay. Keep doing the powers.
It's Ethan Tyson.
Ooh. Okay, we're so close. Let me check the live chat. Nerd Tanker said, "Now we wait," and now we wait. You are right. Oh, I fucked up. There we go. Let's see.
3 powers down.
3 powers down. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're making some progress.
Nah. Okay. So seeds.
I see you're texting, losing some progress.
Wait, hold on. Someone next message me can serious stuff.
Oh, okay. This is somebody's nightmare fuel.
Ah, dude, that was fucking weird. Jesus! That's exactly what he looked. Wait, no, but can you put the Ethan Bradbury and Neil deGrasse Tyson eyes over? It's actually my favorite. I have Wait, though, I have Photoshop. I don't know if I still have it.
I don't know how to use Photoshop. I've never used Photoshop.
No, but I'm really good at Photoshop.
You should also do this.
That's what I'm saying.
But not right now, because you have to.
But like
the
I could
powers
delete
are
all
going to
the
take
credits
so long.
off. Like, no, I don't have it. My subscription. But, okay. 3, 3, 5, 6.
Nerd Tanker said, "Tell Winslow what my abilities are." Nerd Tinker has access to an infinite armory of weapons, but they don't have a lot of axes for whatever reason. I don't know why. And then
Did he write that, or is it just that?
What?
Did he write that they don't have access?
It's like a story point for whatever reason. And then he has the power to. Fuck me. I remember the armory
He has
thing
the
more than
power to
anything
fuck
else. Hold on. Because I know he has the armory thing. Nerd Tanker was in episode 1. He said, and to sense danger. And he can sense danger.
That's cool. Can I danger sense?
What does that mean? Like endanger someone's senses?
No, like what? I appreciate that you can color or whatever. No, like for any sense, like any change, like pocket change that you have.
You can sense.
No, I can danger it. Like I can endanger the pocket change.
How so?
Like throwing it down a well, or lighting it on fire, crushing it with a giant construction machine. Like basically anything that puts your pocket change in danger. Jesus. It's so horrifying. Can you imagine walking up to that person as like an actual person?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You can see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's up?
Like what if as soon as I like finish this character sheet thing, it's like, okay, and that's you, and you snap your fingers, and I'm like, oh.
You turn into.
Yeah, I'm using BlackBerry.
Nerd Tinker said lol. He said, alright, I need to save my phone battery. Hope you guys go live later today. Most def. Hope you have a wonderful day. Good having you on the stream.
Boy. 6. What is 6? 5. 6 is gonna be.
Yep.
But he lost the mustache, isn't it?
He did.
Can it be? I mean, you can't make it, but like.
I mean, it's up to you. I don't know what you prefer.
I like it, but like, I wish he just had the mustache over like the Barney lip. That's with the nose is fine.
Okay.
No, I mean.
Oh, with the
my
thing.
bad.
I thought you meant with their noses. Because it seemed to somehow line up even though before it didn't.
Yeah.
That's why I put a Barney nose in the first one. I was like, this doesn't line up. So you want just a black bar? Fucking. Because his Barney nose doesn't really show up. It's so dark.
Can you make the, instead of making him like black? No, because he looks like his nose fell off. Can you make them like all what their original colors were, so it's just like a weird mishmash of shit?
I actually like it with the continuity. It makes it less dumb. Someone could look at your character and be like, "Oh, that could be in the game." Where if it's all their normal colors, it's like that's just dumb.
But that's the point. He's supposed to look weird as fuck.
This is still weird as fuck. This is like Picasso.
But you can't tell that it's the Barney nose. Is my thing.
Well, then we can just remove the Barney nose,
But
and then it's still Picasso.
then it's just creepy Michael Jackson.
Fucking, let's see. I mean,
This is what happens when you invite me to games, John.
I don't even remember where it was.
It's just a
before.
straight up black box.
Yeah, it's pretty much just a black box. Like, it's better just to have your nose thing. Look inflicted as fuck.
But that, I would love it if they were all just like if they were all like normal colors.
But you can imagine colors. That's the power of colors.
The people won't get the idea.
Trust.
He just looks creepy. You know, like Neil deGrasse Tyson.
That's because once you get the perfect fusion of all of them, they are no longer any of those.
I don't think that's what he looks like. I think he looks like Neil deGrasse Tyson's curly hair, but like with the weird like bang shit, and then like a Barney eyes and mouth and nose and shit, but then with like Neil deGrasse Tyson's mustache over it. It's like a fucking douchebag.
This is what I have for his character concept so far.
Oh, it's so it looks like Two-Face.
If like part of Two-Face's head is just way bigger than the other part of the head.
Hey, it's Ethan Tyson.
It's Ethan Tyson Barney. Fucking.
Oh man. Alright. Because I was trying to think of like the weirdest physical combination, and I think we just about hit it. I would love to see Ethan Bradbury and Ronald McDonald. I just think it'd be fucking funny. Or Neil deGrasse. It'd be funny.
So all you gotta do is write 13 sentences.
This is so. I gotta like define powers for a person. It looks like Neil deGrasse Tyson and Barney and Ethan Bradbury.
One of your powers should be to not be ugly.
Nah, he thinks he's beautiful. Is the thing. He's like, I'm beautiful just like that.
So you're Killer Croc from Suicide Squad.
Yeah. I have 3 powers so far. Will you like help me think of ideas for powers?
Your boy, Mr. Hand said, power to swap positive and negative bond. Break the system.
There you go. So 7, and then I got another 7 somewhere. 2 8s. Okay. So I've got a giant weenie head junior with a mustache. That's my friend and business partner at the law firm. I've got has the ability to strike opponents when unending violent gay sex scenes projecting into their brains, blue eyes making them blind.
I feel like you're talking very quietly. And also, you don't have to, as long as it's one sentence, is fine.
But, like,
Please
you have to,
keep
like,
going.
really
You have
describe,
13
like, what's
things.
happening. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
but
so
you gotta
fucking
write
much.
all
But
three.
this is so what?
This is
Transfer of consciousness, the power to swap positive and negative bond at will.
the weight is real. Turtle. The weight. Mr. Hand, how's your day today? I haven't seen Mr. Hand in how many days has it been? Since I've seen Mr. Hand? How many days?
Did you ask me?
Yeah,
Who's Mr. Hand?
Matt.
Hours? Minutes?
No, in days. How many days is it?
A fraction?
Can I have a whole bunch of
powers that make it not fun for anyone else to play the game?
Describe.
Okay. So like one, the power to make anyone undo a decision they've made into what I'd prefer it be after it's already happened.
I'd rather him to just fuck that turtle.
Yeah.
I'll give them the option to be able to resist, but if they fail, then they just yeah.
But I guess how would they know? Like if they made the decision, how would they know?
How would they know what?
Like after.
No. I'm saying like people would know you use the power.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
When people have powers used on them, they normally get the chance to possibly resist.
Okay.
But you can't. The problem with that power, right, is that you have a max of 13. You can't have more than 13 powers. So you can't take more powers than you have.
Right. I'm not becoming the power. I'm stealing theirs.
But you can't have more than 13.
Right.
So you
I'm
have
not
13.
gaining the power. I'm canceling theirs.
We'll rephrase it. Steal implies you have it. If I steal your pencil,
Right. I
have
can't
it.
use it.
I can use your pencil. Like, you gotta say that is what I'm saying. Yeah.
Someone else's power.
But it sounds like you don't really steal it.
I do steal it. I have it like as a thing.
Then it sounds, you gotta describe it as like turning their
Use
power
it.
into a thing that you have, but you can't use. Like, you have to phrase it.
This is a special ability to steal someone else's power, non-usable physical object I possess by Kirby sucking them into my mouth and spitting them out.
There's actually someone named Kirby, so you probably don't want to say Kirby sucking.
Well,
I'll be
yeah,
like, well, Kirby's not here to suck, to suck them into your mouth.
but it's just by Kirby sucking as a term, not as the person. Okay. 8.
What's that?
Shit yourself.
It sounds like you would just shit yourself.
No, not me.
You didn't write it right.
No, it's just everyone.
It
It's
just
just
says
the
yourself.
idea.
It doesn't even say everyone. You gotta, I will take your powers literal as fuck. Could you get one sentence to describe it?
Now I gotta go in and like put in all these possibilities. and
Into
shit.
anything, choose at will.
Wait. Do I really have to go in and put that for every single power?
Well, I mean, most powers aren't like for as long as I want. Imagine if someone was like, I shoot a fireball out of my hand for as long as I want. And
But it's
imagine
still
a
the
fight
same
where you're
damage.
just like, it's still going.
Right, but it'd be the same damage. Like it'd be like, all right, they lost 5 health, and you're still doing that, but they still only lost the same 5 health.
They can't lose any more 5 health.
Right, and with this, I'm not giving anybody damage. I'm just like using a special ability for as long as I want. Well, because that would suck if I'm like, I'm gonna turn into a bird, and I'm like in the middle of the air, and then you're like, oh shit, you're not a bird anymore. And I'm like, ah.
I apologize for the connection errors.
Doctor, but not a normal doctor. A doctor who's hired by people because she's not really a doctor. She's more like a surgeon, but a terrible surgeon who can't get hired or has a license. So she just goes around and like stitches people up, and that's why they call it Lilo and Stitch. because she just walks around with a needle and thread, and she's like, "You got some brain damage," and they're like, "You made it worse," and she's like, "Fuck, malpractice." Yeah, I've seen that movie.
So they had some crossovers with Disney Channel. Disney Channel had That's So Sweet Life of Hannah Montana
I saw that.
and Wizards on Deck with Hannah Montana.
I saw that.
I did not know either of those were a thing.
They
Wizards on
were.
Deck with Hannah Montana sounds obnoxious.
It really was. It really was.
Lab Rats Elite Force was really interesting because it was Lab Rats and Mighty Med as one show. So
I
those were
haven't seen
two
either of
totally
those.
different things, but they were like, what if they were one thing? And that's what they did. So it wasn't just like an episode. They were like, what if we did a
The whole
series where we
series.
just, both of them just were put together.
That's cool. I haven't seen either of those though.
Lab Rats is about a bunch of cybernetic children where like their dad turned them into like super weapons to protect the world or whatever. And then Mighty Med is a world where they're superheroes, but whenever they get hurt, they have to go somewhere to get like help. So they go to Mighty Med, which is like a hospital for superheroes.
Okay. Interesting.
Let's see. Austin and Jesse and Allie All-Star New Year. Charlie Shakes It Up. Take This Job and Love It. Take This Job and Love It was Hannah Montana and Corey in the House. I'm in the Band and The Sweet Life on Deck. Lilo and Stitch crossed over with American Dragon, Jake Long, Kim Possible, Recess, Proud Family. Did they only cross over with them and not any other show? For some reason my brain's like, I feel like something missed. Handy Manny has crossed over with something. Weird. Phineas and Ferb crossed over with Ultimate Spider-Man and Avengers Assemble.
Interesting.
I was aware of that, but never watched it. Phineas and Ferb also crossed over with... Oh no, it just told the story of Star Wars Episode 4. Don't list it in crossovers then.
Yeah.
I feel like it's different to just tell the story of it. Ultimate Spider-Man crossed over with Jesse, which was really ass. Mr. Mosby appeared
Can I do? Oh fuck no.
appeared in Jesse. Okay, just keep them one sentence.
I mean that's one sentence, right? Well, but I have to like really go through with my description because otherwise you're like, oh, I'm gonna like fuck it up.
That's why you still only have one sentence. That's So Sweet Life of Hannah
So
Montana.
you can specifically fuck it up.
Wizards on Deck with Hannah Montana.
Wait, but the whole reason is one sentence is so you can fuck it up.
It's so that you have to like be concise. It's not so that you could say and in this case it's so that you just have a well-defined power that's one sentence that's easy to read, and it's not like it was to make it be more controlled, not more out of control, where it's like, hold on, I got like 4 commas for this bitch. Like that's not the point.
Okay. So 7, got my 2 8s, now I got my 9. This is so many powers.
So Zeke and Luther and Kickin' It are in the same universe.
Yeah, you didn't know that from all the Disney shit? I don't fucking know.
And we know that Jesse is in the same... Oh shit, hold on. We gotta start drawing lines. This is what this is for.
It makes
So,
a pentagram.
so Jesse connects to Ultimate Spider-Man. Ultimate Spider-Man connects to Phineas and Ferb.
What? Isn't Ultimate Spider-Man a cartoon? What?
The Jesse characters appeared in the Halloween episode as major characters. Like, not just like they were there, they were in the story and they had
As
lines and shit. Yes. Ultimate Spider-Man and Jesse are the same universe.
So then so are they cartoons that are portrayed as real people, or are they real people that are portrayed as
Real people portrayed as cartoons.
So,
So the whole episode's animated. It's not
Yeah.
like there are live action people there. Animated Spider-Man.
no, but like, I guess what I'm asking is, when they go back to the Jesse house or whatever, or what is it? Is it Jesse?
I don't watch Jesse.
Or
I
whatever
couldn't
the
tell
fuck
you
it
shit
is.
about Jesse.
But that's the thing. One is live action and one's a cartoon, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then, is it that they all believe that they're live action but are secretly a cartoon, or that Spider-Man is actually live action but is just portrayed?
Hold on. The thing that's blowing my mind, right? Clutch is a character that's appeared in Lab Rat's Elite Force, Kirby Buckets, and Gamer's Guide to Pretty Much Everything. In Lab Rat's Elite Force, he was an Olympian and Oliver's hero. But in Kirby Buckets, he was one of Kirby's drawings, which implies that like he's not real in that world. And then in Gamer's Guide to Pretty Much Everything, he was a video game character. So like in all his iterations, he's vastly different from like all the other ones.
Well, not necessarily, because that means that the one where he's the drawing and the one where he's the video game character
Could still be
kid
the same
drew it.
world.
Yeah, the kid drew him and then grew up and made a video game about him.
Well, I mean, it's possible that it could still all be the same universe, and Kirby drew him because he was an Olympian, and he got a video game because he was an Olympian. But I mean, if they aren't all the same world, it's just really weird that he appears so many times. Principal Mitchell from Kirby Buckets has a cat named Laffy Cat. In Lab Rats episode Bionic Dog, Bree was watching Laffy Cat. What? And in Mighty Med episode Wallace and Clyde, A Grand Day Out, there was a Laffy Cat t-shirt.
This is so fucking stupid.
It's such a weird way to like cross them over.
Alright.
Jesse, Girl Meets World, I Didn't Do It, Casey Undercover, Best Friends Whenever, Austin and Allie, and Liv and Maddie all had crossover appearances due to a haunted house attraction that was in New York Central Park. Excuse me. The crossovers involve two characters from each show appearing at the Central Park Spooktacular with the characters of the show that they were appearing on. So we know that Jesse is in the same universe as Girl Meets World, I Didn't Do It, Casey Undercover, Best Friends Whenever, Austin and Allie, and Liv and Maddie, which must also be the same universe where Ultimate Spider-Man is, which is also the same universe where Avengers Assembled takes place. Now I just need to connect Jesse to something else to keep it rolling. Or any of those other shows that were just named. If I could get Jesse to connect with Lab Rats, that would work out really well in my favor. Jesse and Austin and Ellie already had a connection. Okay, Corey in the House is the same continuity as That So Raven. But That So Raven was already connected with Hannah Montana. How does the Phineas and Ferb Mission Marvel thing work? Like, do they travel to another world? Phineas and Ferb and their friends are surfing on an asteroid belt in outer space, while Agent P confronts Dr. Doofenshmirtz. Before Agent P destroys it, Doofenshmirtz's power draininator inadvertently fires a beam that bounces off the kid's space station and hits Iron Man, Spider-Man, Hulk, and Thor, who are facing the Red Skull, Whiplash, Venom, and MODOK in New York City, rendering them powerless and allowing the villains to escape. That makes it seem like it's always the same world. Okay. Okay. What? Dun 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 dun. What? Phineas and Ferb build a machine that can duplicate the lost powers of the Avengers? Phineas and Ferb sound kind of OP.
Wait, what did they do?
They created a suit that not a suit. They made a machine that recreated the powers of the Avengers. Like, they just did it. It's just one of their things. Baljeet is struck by a gamma ray from the power replicating machine and turns into a hulkified version of himself. He's now called Hulk Jeet. Okay. I mean, the fact that Doofenshmirtz can create a device that can drain the powers of the superheroes is kind of some shit.
Very true.
Okay. 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 Weird. Phineas and Ferb co-creators worked closely with Marvel writers to adapt the characters to work together. They originally had a scene where Iron Man uses Thor's hammer. The Marvel writers did not allow that, forcing Martian Povenmire to reboard that entire scene. Makes sense. The Phineas and Ferb creators wanted Iron Man to use Thor's hammer, which is fucking dumb.
Yeah.
It had 3.8 million viewers, the series' highest ratings in 6 months. It was ranked at the night's #1 television broadcast across major youth demographics and was the #1 cable TV telecast in total viewers. So they pulled hella hoes. Critical reception. The AV Club gave the episode a B+, saying, instead of worrying about Disney kidifying Marvel, just enjoy the Phineas and Ferb magic in this animated mashup. Daniel Alvarez, Unleash the Fanboy, gave it 4.5 stars out of 5. Damn, that's a really good rating. Overall, Phineas and Ferb Marvel Mission is one of the most fun things to come out of Marvel animation recently. The dialogue is great, and you'll find yourself laughing out loud at some parts. It's fun for all young ones and longtime comic fans alike. Ooh. Denise Wilford of Huffington Post Canada enjoyed it, but noted that it wasn't as good as Phineas and Ferb the movie Across the Second Dimension. So, this, based on what I just read, has the Marvel Universe people just normally in Phineas and Ferb's world. Which implies that Phineas and Ferb, Jesse, all those shows that cross over with Jesse, Ultimate Spider-Man and Avengers Assemble are all in the same universe. That's fucking gross. Mr. Mosby was in Jesse. So Jesse connects to Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, which connects to Sweet Life on Deck, which connects to Hannah Montana, which connects to Wizards of Waverly Place.
So all the same.
Most of them. I haven't connected all the stuff
Also,
they've said.
They just have magic? They just...
Like, magic has to exist in the same universe
Yeah.
as, like, Jesse. And I mean, Doctor Strange already existed in those collection of things we said, which means, like, magic already had to be a thing. And superheroes are, like, a thing. Again, like, has to be.
Yeah. I have 2 powers left. I have 2 powers to go.
Cool. Yeah, just do what you've been doing before and writing the sentences with it. But you don't have to, it just takes longer to stop. You can read them all when you're done.
Yeah, but my thing is, I'm on my last 2, my 16 and my 18, and I don't know what I should do.
Fulfill anything you haven't fulfilled yet. If you feel like there's a utility you need but you don't have, this is probably a great time to hit that up. Wow. Wizards on Deck with Hannah Montana drew 9.3 million viewers and broke several ratings records at the time. Let's see. Dale Davis from Zeke and Luther appeared in Kicking It episode Wax On, Wax Off, as well as An Ice Girl for Boomer, which is an episode of Pair of Kings. What's Pair of Kings? Aw, fuck me. Pair of Kings crosses over with the fucking Zeke and Luther show? So Zeke and Luther, Pair of Kings, and Kicking It are in the same universe? Okay. I just don't know how to feel about it. Lab Rats seems the most disconnected. That and Mighty Med. Like, I really want to put them in the same universe, but it seems like I actually can't. They just don't they don't fuck up their standing by crossing over with things. Lilo and Stitch crossed over with so much. Like, American Dragon, Jake Long, and the Proud Family are in the same universe. How does that make you feel?
Pretty cool, dude.
Yeah, I think it's right.
Got one more.
I'm trying to see what else I can connect. It's weird to think about, like, the spin-off shows, because they automatically become a part of anything that the show they spun off of is a part of. What a vibrant fucking multiverse.
If I
That's not really multiple units. I'm sorry.
if I do the thing as like something that does something, can it still do damage?
No. It either is a special effect or damage. You pick which one.
But that's
Like,
the-
whenever you're gonna use it. You're like,
Oh.
I'm gonna use power 1. And it's like, okay, special ability or damage. Damage, so it just does damage. I want to use power 1, special ability or damage. Special ability. So you just do your special ability.
But like if the thing itself, if the power like is described and then does damage.
But it doesn't. Because you already understood when you made the power that it's one thing or another thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm actually very surprised that that's been like the hardest thing to describe to people.
Well, because it's like for a lot of games, especially things like D&D and stuff, you'll have the whole cool thing about certain powers is that it will have like a multiplier or it will have like a prolonged effect. So you'll say something like, I shot them with an arrow, but because you're this type of class, the arrow has like a poison effect that continues on. Like, so if it's 15 damage, it continues 5 damage every turn. But that would be considered a special ability in your game, which wouldn't have any damage.
You're right. Yeah. So not that. Everything is defined damage, right? Okay. This gun that shoots a bullet every something milliseconds in rapid succession.
It's like a machine gun that shoots insanely fast.
Okay. Why have that ability? After
It's
like
not
what
an
we
ability,
just talked
it's
about.
damage.
All of the sentences are the abilities.
No, you said you have to describe it, because when I said, hey, do you, like, if it's damage, do I have to put a description, or is it just damage? And you said you
That's because
described it.
none of them are just damage. They all have an ability and damage. They're all.
But you're still doing the thing if it does damage, right? Or it just is damage.
It seems like people still do the thing, but that's not what I originally imagined. I really imagined that you straight up were like, I hit him for the thing, or I do my like ability, and you're like, what? And it's like, to me, it's not that far fetched to have a power that just deals damage or whatever.
But it is, because it has to do something. Like,
Does it
like
really? It dealt damage. That's what it did.
In real life, if you
Mhm.
wanted to hurt somebody, you can't just be like.
What if it just hurt them? Yeah. What if my power was just like hurt people? And you're like, how? And it's like the power just hurts them.
But it has to hurt them in a way which has something that's tied to, which means that it.
Maybe it's like absolute hurt, and you're like, what do you mean in a way? It's like it just hurts you, just straight.
But there's lots of definition to that. Like, there's pain that doesn't actually cause damage to you, and then there's damage that is very specific.
Well, I guess you are right. It's not just hurting them; it's
Yeah,
dealing
but
damage.
you
It
have
would
to
be the
describe
power
it.
to deal damage.
But it would have to be specific.
What if it's absolute damage?
So to kill someone,
Not necessarily.
that's
So-
absolute. That's the most you can do.
So on power listing wiki, right? They'll have stuff like absolute defense, and the way they define it is just like it'll defend against anything, and like absolute counter means it'll counter anything, and like absolute attack is like what the fuck is absolute?
So
That
then
one
why
sounds
would-
weird.
So then why wouldn't that just be everyone's power? I can defend against anything and counter anything.
I can defend against anything. Absolute attack. To use attacks that cannot be blocked by any means. The
So why
opposite
wouldn't
of
that just be?
is-
So I just need 3 powers.
Well, I mean, you already wrote your powers down. it
I
looks
can
like.
I can delete them.
I don't know. It looks like you're done. It's time to play the next part in the thing. Of course, it won't play sound until I play this first.
Powers can deal damage or use a special effect when used. Each power has a unique one-sentence description of their special effect. So essentially, you write a one-sentence description, one sentence, that determines what your power's special effect is. Location of your base. There is one of every possible location in Springdale. Each location is named the Springdale blank. For example, the Springdale Bank and the Springdale Brothel are a couple of examples. Your base can be in any one of these locations. It's your choice. One sentence.
Why didn't you write anything? You like just watched me, and like I described the thing at the beginning, and I just went into like further detail of like
I was
for
interested.
example. Okay, cool. I'm glad that you're interested.
Yeah,
I was just surprised.
you're entertaining.
Thanks.
So base. And then you're like, what does it look like? It looks like a base. Ooh, wait, no, I got this. No one can ever find it, is the thing, because you don't know
Yo,
what it looks
Kirby, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. Kirby said pineapples. Right now, Winslow's making a character. We've been making a character for 1 hour, 25 minutes, and 43 seconds.
Remember when you were like, hey, we should watch another episode? And I was like, this is gonna make me...
I feel like this doesn't have to be as long as it is.
I had
It just
13
has.
powers.
And it's 13 sentences, Winslow.
That's a lot.
That's not a
That's
lot.
a lot.
That's not a
That's
lot
13.
at all.
That's more than 10.
That doesn't make it a lot.
Superhero suit description. Describe your superhero suit in one sentence. You can put on your superhero suit at any time using your subspace communicator.
Yo, Scavenger, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. Kirby said, hi, Winslow. Scavenger said, never got a notification. Sorry to hear that. Your subspace communicator is an item that you'll be getting at the end. But it's how you... It'll be described. Yeah, we'll get there.
So my suit.
You get a one-sentence description. Single sentence. Scavenger said, he wins fast. He's in the zone.
Got it.
Finally. Cool. Okay, yeah.
Looks naked, but isn't.
Did the fucking disconnect thing. Kirby said Nerd Tanker was my notification. Nerd Tanker tried his hardest to get you on this stream, dude. Oh shit, is it not gonna work anymore? Oh, that's great. Oh, this is my favorite part. This is where it doesn't work.
Wait, can I make my base the Springdale Dale Gribble?
They have every location, not every person.
But it could be a location. Like, inside someone is a location.
You don't just walk to areas of Springdale and it's like, and this is Bob's Cold. Like, it's not how it works.
There's one.
Extreme Justice League said, you guys rock, from your real life crazy superhero heavy hitter from the Extreme Justice League. Thank you kindly. Appreciate it. Ooh, okay, hopefully this will work now. I don't know why I thought it would. I didn't do anything different. Will it work now? No, it's just... Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Somebody touched my spaghetti. Grows 300 times.
There's no purpose to it. Like, it doesn't do anything. It's just bigger.
So I'm going to play the beginning of the Geekdom 101 video to try and get the audio to work. It'll probably start with an ad, and YouTube will be like, we got to have ads have audio, right?
Ooh, it's solid.
No, this is actually really annoying.
Looks like you need a friend, sweetheart.
Scavenger said, I think I have the worst superhero suit. I'm sorry to hear that. Even sound effect buttons don't work. Oh no. That's really annoying. Technical difficulties. Because the TV for whatever is being super jank. It's janker than Heroes, my guy.
Hilarious.
Extreme Justice League said, check out our movie on Netflix about real life superheroes called HBO Documentary Superheroes. Kirby said, what is Winzlow struggling with?
Everything. I kind of, thinking back on it, I kind of wish that my real name was Ethan Bradbury and my superhero name was Dale Gribble.
Come on, can we get there?
I'm going to tell you how to create your own character. A couple of examples. Your base can be in any one of these locations. It's your choice. One sentence superhero suit description.
Scavenger
Describe your
superhero suit is a
in one
leather
sentence.
trench coat and
You can
3D
put on
sunglasses.
your superhero suit at any time using your
That's
subspace
it.
communicator. One sentence description of your vehicle of choice. In your base, you have one vehicle of your choice. Describe your vehicle of choice in one sentence. Are a couple of examples. Your base can be in any one of these locations. It's your choice.
A shitty Honda Civic.
One sentence superhero suit description. Describe your One sentence description of your vehicle of choice. In
So
your
instead of
base,
pausing,
you have
I'm
one
gonna
vehicle
move
of your
the
choice.
thing around. I'm
Describe
tired
your
of the
vehicle
audio.
of choice in one sentence. Total number of sidekick NPCs
Extreme
you
Justice
can
League,
find in the game.
Extreme Justice.
You
Oh wait,
determine this by rolling 1d20.
you gotta
and
roll
then
1d20.
on your superhero suit at any time using your subspace
Okay, you
communicator.
gotta smash that roll dice button.
One sentence description of your vehicle of choice. In your base, you have one vehicle of
Okay,
your choice.
and I think that was
Describe your
number
vehicle
of
of choice in
sidekicks?
one sentence.
We're about to find out.
Total
Extreme-
number of sidekick NPCs you can find in the game.
Yeah.
You determine this by
Extreme
rolling
Justice
1d20.
League, Extreme Justice
In the
League
game,
said, I love your
character can
videos. You
find
guys rock.
NPCs that act as
You guys,
sidekicks.
our superheroes.
This is
Thank
the
you
maximum
kindly.
number of
Appreciate it.
sidekicks your character
Scavenger
can
said,
have.
and my character doesn't have a
Total
superhero
number
name
of powers
because
each
he
sidekick
doesn't
has.
like the whole
The
hidden identity
total
thing.
number of powers each sidekick has.
So I have to list
Roll
off
1d20.
6 sidekick.
Each sidekick you
don't.
have can have this many powers
Wait,
each.
is my
So if you roll a
is
4
my
on the
Buddha
d20,
sidekick?
Roll this die.
each of your sidekicks will have 4 powers. Max.
Okay, your
Number that
hold on.
your
20 real quick.
sidekicks uses a
Wait,
power.
hold on, let me.
It is subtracted from their total number of power usages for a game session. When they
Here's
run out of
their
power usages,
number
your
of
sidekicks
power
can no longer
usages.
use
17.
powers. So if sidekick A in your d20 roll determines what floor they live on. Civilian occupation. This is your job in Springdale. And your civilian identity, what does your character do in order to make more money?
You don't have to roll.
Walking speed.
Just name your job.
Roll 1d20. It tells you how many
Now
miles
you
per
can roll
hour
a
your
d20
character
for your
can
walking
roll.
speed.
Starting items.
Wait,
A
hold on.
subspace communicator. It is a wristwatch-like device that allows the wearer to
This
talk
is so
to other
hard.
heroes.
Why don't you ever
receive
just write
updates
things when I say
Because
this?
I can't think of it that quickly.
on their
It
own
takes time
and
to
where
craft
your
this.
character
What is your
lives.
occupation? Research assistant.
So
Ben,
Each
that's what I
character
do in real life.
lives on their
Just
own
name shit.
floor
Okay,
in the
okay.
Springdale
Ready?
apartment building,
Ready?
and your
Ready?
D20
Ready?
roll determines
Ready?
what floor they live on. Civilian occupation. This is your job
That's
in
not a
Springdale. And your
You can't-
civilian identity, what does your character
can
do in
be
order to
money.
make
People,
money?
nah, I was thinking you
Walking
were
speed.
just currency based off
Roll
of that.
1d20.
Yeah, you
It
take
tells
You're
you
like-
how many miles per hour
You wake
you're
up in your
Take
apartment and like Bob like
starting
knocks on your
items.
door and he's like, I
A
gotta buy a
subspace
soda,
communicator
come on down to
is
the
a
shop.
wristwatch-like
And he like
device
puts
that
you on the
allows the wearer
counter
to talk
and
to
then you
other
like
heroes, receive
lie
updates
down
from
in
your
a giant
allow the
register
wearer
with
to
other
communicate
people.
to
And he's
others
like, hey,
outside the normal
when do you get off
confines
work?
of
He's like,
time.
around 8.
It also, as stated earlier, is what allows you to wear your superhero suit at any time. And your final a risk walking spring floor they live on. Civilian occupation. This is your job
just sad?
in Springdale.
No.
And your civilian
Oh,
identity,
baby.
what does your
That's
character do
downer.
in order to
We
make
didn't say
money?
drowner.
Walking speed.
I appreciate you.
Roll
going
1d20. What
Yeah.
you do in order to make more money.
Walking.
Each character lives on their own floor
Yeah,
in the
walking
Springdale
speed.
apartment building,
Yeah,
and your
that's
D20
right.
roll determines what floor they live on. Civilian occupation. This
17
is your
miles per hour.
job in Springdale. And your civilian identity, what does your character do? in order to
Scavenger
make
said, gotta
money?
go fast, bro.
Walking
Okay.
speed.
Kirby said, I'm on
Roll
another
1d20,
planet. I'm already
and it
off
tells
work.
you how many miles per hour
Scavenger
your character
posted
can
a
walk.
wheel as if it was like a
Starting
pirate
items.
ship wheel.
A
Starting
subspace
items.
communicator. It is a wristwatch-like device that allows the wearer to talk to other heroes, receive updates from the hero community, and allow the wearer to communicate to others outside the normal confines of time. It also, as stated earlier, is what allows you to wear your superhero suit at any time. And your final starting item is an item bag that can hold up to 10 pounds worth of items. This is all you need to know in order to create a character in Jank Heroes Funnifyic. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day. Peace.
It only takes 5 minutes. It only takes 5 minutes.
I feel like it takes 5 minutes to describe.
Okay. So now I would like you to read your character sheet for the peeps. It's not that long. It's not even like more than a page.
Okay. My civilian name is Ethan Bradbury.
Oh, you might want to be a little loud. Remember the Nerd Tinker thing where he doesn't have his earbuds. Perfect. Scavenger said, nah, this is a religious system, symbol in Buddhism. That?
Yes. Yeah, it is. It is.
Never seen.
So my civilian name in this game is Ethan Bradbury. My superhero name is Memer. My description of my person is terrible, just awful, a complete shit show. I have 42 health. I have $7. I have 15 power usage. I have 13 powers. Power 1. The ability to convince anyone or group to do anything I choose at will. Power 2. Power creates a version of myself to be hit whenever the real me is about to be hit or take damage in some way. Third power, this is the special ability to steal someone else's power by like Kirby absorbing them into my mouth and then spitting them out. Power 4.
Wait, keep describing, because you gotta tell them about how it becomes a thing.
Oh, it becomes like an object. So like I can't use it, but it just becomes like an object that I have. Like I steal their power and I can't use it, but I just have it like on me. My fourth power, this is an instant spirit bomb to be used without any charge or recharge rate. Power number 5 is a titty twister. It can be accomplished through touch or willfully through thought. That's real. That's real. See, some of these things I just can't even take seriously.
You wrote them.
I wrote them.
Scavenger said, holy crap, Goku mixed with Boo.
Yeah.
Keep going.
So my sixth power is I have the special ability to summon a giant Weenie Hut Jr. With a mustache. He was my friend and business partner at a law firm, even though I don't work at a law firm. He's just there. Goku. Power 8. This power turns my whole body into a
I think you skipped power 7.
No, I didn't. Controllable spaghetti that
Yeah,
when
you
touched enrages me.
He skipped power 7.
You can read power 7.
Yo, here's his 7th power. This power has the special ability of distracting opponents with unending violent gay sex scenes projecting into their brains in front of their eyes, rendering them blind.
It's true. They just.
I don't think it makes them blind. I think it just makes them unable to see. They can still see the sex scene. They just because rendering them blind makes it sound like. And then after you see it, you're like, I actually can't see forever. Like it makes it, you know what I mean.
It's horrifying blindness. So my 8th power, I turned into a giant spaghetti, basically, because someone touched my spaghetti.
Scavenger asked, why do you have so many powers?
I don't know. I had 13 powers. We rolled the thing, and I have 13 powers. I don't know why.
Extreme Justice League said, check out Extreme Justice League on YouTube. Please, not Extreme Justice League, Extreme Justice League. Please, just put Extreme Justice League.
What happens if I put both of them?
I think they'll come up instead of just Extreme Justice League.
Oh, okay. My 9th power, I can transfer my consciousness into anything I choose at will for as long as I choose to, fully formed, even if my original body is severed or damaged in some way.
Scavenger said too many real life superhero groups.
Right.
We could have more.
My 10th power, the power to swap positive and negative bond at will. Thanks, Matt. Power 11, the power to make anyone undo a decision they've made into what I'd prefer it be after it's happened. Power 12, this is an inescapable black hole that says large, that is only as large and only as destructive as I create it to be at will.
Scavenger said there should just be one huge one that every real life superhero is a part of.
That'd be cool, like a Justice League.
Yeah. What is this? Some kind of Suicide Squad? Extreme Justice League said, "What are your powers in real life?"
Standing around, usually breathing.
He's been trying to transcend his consciousness to the 4th dimension, but he's been having trouble.
with that eye thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you've already done it like a million times.
Yeah. You've both been practicing.
My 13th power is a gun that shoots a bullet every 0.001 milliseconds in rapid succession, so it's like a machine gun. My base is the Springdale blank, because I don't want anybody to find it. My suit is basically my character looks naked, but he isn't. He has a suit on, he's naked. My vehicle is a shitty Honda Civic. I have 7 sidekicks who have 16 powers. Oh, wait, what?
And then 17 power usages. You just wrote powers twice.
I was wondering why that was different. And then 17 power usages. I live on the 14th floor of the Springdale apartments. My job is a baby drowner. I just professionally drown babies. I can walk at 17 miles per hour, which is sonic speeds. Gotta go fast. My starting items are a subspace communicator and an item bag that can hold 10 pounds, unless I'm a spaghetti, and then I'm over 10 pounds.
I can't fit in my item bag.
Right. It's a problem.
Ooh, but yeah, that's your character.
Nice.
Scavenger said, like the Iron Man Extremis armor, where he can make it go invisible, but his body still shows.
Exactly. It's a problem.
And, well, I don't have the image up. I was about to show it again. Your little character image. Would you look at that? I made this little image for him to represent his character. Scavenger asks, is it lit? I don't know. Is it lit?
It's pretty lit. It's supposed to be. It's not shown because it's really in black and white. But it's a mix between Neil deGrasse Tyson, Ethan Bradbury, and Barney from the show. Mm-hmm. That's what it is. It's real as fuck.
Yep. So he asked for this.
I didn't ask for that specifically. I had a different idea in mind, but it didn't come out like that.
Ooh, but yeah, you've now made...
Looks like when nightmares.
That's a solid description. We also have songs for you now. You have like a whole soundtrack.
Nice. It's just really dramatic because my character's super fucking stupid.
So, what are your hopes for Jank Heroes? Let's talk about your character while we listen to these sick tracks that aren't playing because fucking audio doesn't. They get me every time.
What I'm really hoping for, like in the highlights, in the main thing, honestly, is just to piss every other character off and everybody that's playing the game. Just to be such a nuisance to everybody playing the game that they get tired of it. I think it'll be great.
What about when you're in your own campaigns?
Basically, just to fuck it up, just to fuck up the whole campaign.
Scavenger said, "Wait, what was your walk speed?"
17 miles an hour. 17. So fast.
Oh man, how do I get the fucking audio to work? Scavenger said, "Ha! I believe Scavenger has 20 miles per hour. He rolled a perfect 20 on
Interesting.
speed."
I can walk 3 miles an hour slower than you. That
Yeah.
is slow. You're right.
Well, that's why his name's Winzlow, more than Scavenger's character, Punky.
Yeah. That's the whole name.
Let's see. Extreme Justice League said, "I have to go. You guys rock. But for real life superheroes, we're B for the movie Kick-Ass. I have to go. You guys rock. Superhero. Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point."
Superhero.
What'd you do?
I just said superhero and then I did that.
I did peace. Well, so you haven't watched any of the other Jank Heroes things.
No, I have not.
They're really crazy.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Why, when it's unplugged, would I not hear it?
That's a good question.
Well, trigger warning. Scavenger said, "So will you be more useful than Punky?"
I don't know. I have like 16 sidekicks, and all of them are stronger than I am.
Fun fact: Punky is Scavenger's character. He can create infinite blunts, and he can turn people's shoes into mud. Those are his only powers.
That's pretty cool. How muddy can your shoes get?
He doesn't make them muddy; he turns them into mud.
Right.
That's
so
as muddy as they can be.
Being literally made of mud.
Yeah, they are no longer shoes.
Would you care to go to the cat?
I only eat once a day, and I only have 5 meals a week. And today's Friday, and we went to breakfast, and I went to lunch all the other days, so I wouldn't have any meals.
I'm just trying to figure out what to do because I'm starving.
Did you ever feel better? Because you said you had the stomach thing. Yeah. Scavenger said he sells his blunts at his shop.
Oh, do you have a shop? More pineapples.
He has the Springdale Weed Shop.
Oh.
Yeah. Kirby said more pineapples. Welcome back, Kirby. Good to have you. Winslow looked at me like I just said that. You don't have. But it looks like you're probably about to go eat. I'm probably about to go use the restroom. I'll probably just hang out here. I keep saying probably. We'll probably, you'll probably, we, me, she, hit, we, Wumbo probably. Scavenger said, "I can only have one sidekick, but they have 14 powers, I think, compared to his 2.
Yeah. So just use your sidekick all the time and don't even worry about your own stuff. That's what I would do. I mean, I have 16 sidekicks with 17 powers.
You have to find them, though.
So I can just have like a small army that I'm hanging out with. And they're like, "Who do you work for?" "The baby drummer." The guy.
They work for the Memer.
It's like the Riddler, but it seems.
Would you say your character's more of a hero or a villain? Scavenger said, "Be right back."
Definitely a villain, because if you touch his spaghetti, it's going on. I mean, I don't know. Think of it. He's a mixture between Ethan Bradbury, Neil deGrasse Tyson, and Barney, so the epitome of evil. He drowns babies for a living. Pretty bad.
I drown you. You never drown me. E equals MC squared.
Science.
With a splash and a splash and a gurgle gurgle too. Ethan Bradbury.
Oh man, it's just a string of memes. He just talks in a string of memes.
That's all he says. Scavenger said, "Oh wait, 12 powers." Then X said, "I'm back.
Nick.
Welcome back." And then he said, "In 13 uses."
Nice. Oh, and that's another thing. My dude walks around naked, so like.
But not naked.
Right. That'd be really interesting. I'd say, what does he wear normally? He's naked. So he puts on a suit and then he's still naked.
Scavenger said 13 uses with only one sidekick. That's probably better than having 13 sidekicks and only one use.
Not really, because then you have a shit ton of expendable sidekicks. Whereas if your one sidekick dies, you're just fucked.
True. Like, someone could die and you'd be like, "Robin, I have 12 more."
Yeah. It's not that big a deal. Are we going to bring him back to life? Nah, I'm going to get something to eat.
Are we going to bring him back to life? I heard there's a sexy taco bar there.
We could do that. We could go to the sexy taco bar and you wouldn't have to spend the money.
When is it?
All
Probably
the time.
already packed.
All the time.
Scavenger said, "I can't pull a Batman like you." Because you got all the sidekicks. You got love sack.
Oh, but Batman only has one at a time, so I feel like you're more Batman.
Well, I mean, he has the Bat family. So he has Nightwing and his current son, Damian. Batwoman, Batgirl, Clayface, like Red Hood. It's a whole bunch of niggas. It's
Yeah, but they don't all like come on an adventure at once with him. Like,
Yeah.
he's not. Everybody pile in the back.
that happens. But they all have their own vehicle.
Everybody pile in my minivan. Oh, also I drive a shitty Honda Civic.
You do drive a shitty Honda Civic. Don't be surprised when you gotta go somewhere. That shit doesn't work.
But it won't matter because I can just become anything. So I'll be like, I'm my Honda Civic, but working.
I don't remember you becoming anything.
Yeah, I can transfer my consciousness.
Oh, transfer it into just a better car.
That's exactly what I would do. I'd be like Herbie.
Scavenger
Oh,
said
shit.
Jason is the best Robin and best Red Hood. He said, "I ride my brother's back." That is the vehicle he chose. His brother gives him piggyback rides.
Is your brother defined in the game?
He's a Mogwai because Scavenger's character is a gremlin.
Interesting.
X said, "Nick and other dude, nice hair."
Thank you.
His name's literally the first part of the title.
Other dude. I'm other dude.
Other dude makes a Jank Heroes character.
Yeah.
I just said Jank Heroes.
Jank Serums.
Plural. That'd be an easier name than Jank Heroes Funnifyic.
This is my whole super suit.
Kirby said Jinx Heroes. I like how you put up the low quality filter. That's
Right. It works. It's fun. Oh shit!
It makes the lights become like circular. Then.
Like all versions are dope.
I'm glad that everyone said all versions is dope. I mean, I just said everyone. It was Scavenger. X said do a draw contest. What does that mean? Like a drawing where you guys win something? I don't have stuff to give out. Let's see. Scavenger said Jank Heroes is dope. Thank you, guys.
Or what you could do is you draw the contest.
And here's a picture of the trophy. Scavenger said draw the superhero. My boy Winzlow didn't even have paper. I'm not sure if that's possible.
I can draw it on me.
A drawing contest would be cool, but it seems like Winslow's hungry and I have to pee. I'll probably stream later, like when I get back from peeing, but I still need to urinate. So yeah, do you have any questions about Jank Heroes?
Yes.
Sure, hit me up.
When do you guys play?
Jank Heroes sessions can last a maximum of 1 hour. So whenever you have an hour free and you want to play Jank Heroes, just hit me up. You'll
Wait,
never go longer than an hour.
So, but you can
It
do
has to
individual
end in an hour.
sessions, or it's like a group thing.
You can do individual sessions. The way that Jank Heroes works already is you'll have one person who's the main, and then if other people are playing, they're like side characters.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it was like D&D where you all have to be in the group. And like,
People can pop in and pop out, and it's like, why aren't they in? It's like they're not on duty. And it's like, oh, okay, that's cool. Why are they in? It's they are on duty. It's like, oh, okay, cool, because they're superheroes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So then.
Skylander said, nah, bro, you've had a 4-hour Jank Hero stream. Some Jank Hero streams will just talk a lot afterwards.
I get you. After I get back from Eden, would that be something you would want to do?
Yeah, it depends on when you get back. At 4, I got YouTube Club, so I won't be able to just like chill. And plus, this time around, we want to do laundry. So like after YouTube Club, I'm gonna try and get my laundry done today.
Makes sense. Cool stuff.
Yeah, so before 3 would be the best time.
Gotcha. What time is it now?
It is 1:36.
God damn.
Scavenger said it was because Mr. Hand kept saying no. You're referring to Jank Heroes Remix, because Matt made his own version of Jank Heroes, where he claims to have fixed the game. Dun 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 dun. Exa draw an anime character. Dun dun dun.
What I'll do is I'll like sprint over to the calf and then sprint back, and then would you be down to do it?
If you got back and we started playing before 3.
Yeah.
Then yeah. Well, hold on. I'm sorry. We need to be like finishing by like 3:45. So if we started at like 2:45, that would be okay.
I should be able to do it. I don't think I'll take it out of it.
You never know.
So if you're gonna be in here,
Yeah, I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna piss. Thank you all for watching. If you like this video, make sure to like this video. Favorite, comment, subscribe, and ding ring that bell so you notify whenever we do the live streams. It's your host, your friend, your boy, Jet Black, the one and only, logging out. Peace. See you soon.